As the dawn of a new season breaks over the Kettler Capitals Iceplex in Arlington, Virginia, the Washington Capitals once again begin preparations for their long journey towards what they believe will be a Stanley Cup winning season. But this year's training camp has a much different feel than the ones of the past. The Capitals are facing a unique shortage in star power. 9 of DC's favorite hockey sons are taking part in the World Cup of Hockey. Also missing is head coach Barry Trotz, who is in Toronto serving as an assistant coach for Team Canada. And with so many familiar faces missing from camp, that has created a unique opportunity for several lesser-known names to make a significant impact on the training camp stage. It will be up to those players, and perhaps more importantly, the coaches, to fill the roles left vacant heading into this new season. Looking to maintain the high standard this organization has set as one of the NHL's premier franchises. On a warm, late September afternoon, in a hotel in Northern Virginia, the Washington Capital players and coaches meet for the first time as they prepare for the 2016-2017 season. But with 10 members of the team, including their head coach at the World Cup of Hockey, a new voice ushers in the season.
And I just want to take this chance to welcome everybody to the 2016-17 Washington Capital Training Camp. It's an outstanding opportunity to, again, identify what it is that makes our team special, the standard of being a Washington Capital, and showing you what it's all about. Okay, it's a fair and achievable standard, okay, and it's very doable, okay, because I've watched it here. I watched it here 3 years ago when this team was not in the playoffs, okay, and now to where we are. The last 2 years, most wins in the league, most points in the league. President's Trophy winners here, our American League affiliate, Hershey Bears, Calder Cup finalists. Okay, this is what's happened. This is what we've established. This is the standard. And because of that standard and because of the success we've had, we have a situation that we have right now. We don't have 9 players here. We don't have our head coach here. Amazing opportunity right here for you guys. An opportunity I've never seen before in the game as long as I've been, and it hasn't happened. It's an amazing opportunity for every player in this room, every coach in this room, and all of our management. Young guys may not even be in camp right now if there was 9 other guys here. Okay, bubble guys that would be on the fringe, not sure, trying to make it to the NHL, maybe you might be playing 10 or 12 minutes. Now you get to shine. You get to shine on a penalty kill situation, power play situation. You get to have a bigger role. Guys that have been in the NHL, okay, that are solidified NHLers. Where's the next step in your career? Where's your leadership? We're gonna lean on you for that. We're gonna challenge you for that. And the veteran guys in our room, okay, veteran guys in our room have never had this much responsibility in their career before. So it's an amazing, amazing challenge that I know that this group in here can embrace.
For Todd Reardon, a former NHL player who has established himself as one of the top assistant coaches in the sport, his training camp began before sunrise, walking into the building on the opening morning as the team's de facto head coach.
I didn't have a lot of sleep the night before because I was so excited about it, but at the same time confident. Prepared for this day for many years, and have put a lot of time and effort into making sure that if I ever did get this opportunity, I would be prepared. And Coach Trotz does a great job of empowering our staff to do a number of things, but at the end of the day, it hasn't been this type of empowerment where you have the final say-so on a number of different things. So I can't really put into words the excitement and the energy that I had towards making it a great day, not just certainly not for myself, but more so for the organization that's given me this opportunity and taken this risk and letting me be in charge while our head coach is gone. Training camp it's a challenge. It's a challenge for the players and for the coaches as well.
Morning, guys. Pause.
My favorite part is that you put a lot of time and effort in the summer to developing a plan that you want to see if it works. That's been the most exciting part, to see how a plan that our staff put together, how it's worked out, and how we've had to make adjustments to it at times depending upon injuries or players that were here or weren't here, and it's got a lot of moving parts, and that's been the fun thing, is to have a plan that you believe in and a direction that you want to go, but being able to adapt and make adjustments as they come. And certainly this year is the ultimate in terms of that.
How you guys doing? Morning, Mike.
Camp begins exactly 20 days before the first game of the regular season against the defending Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins. The Capitals' bitter rivals vanquished their Cup hopes last season, cutting short a record-breaking campaign that had all of DC thinking this is the year. And while the team is ready to turn the page, the pain of that loss remains.
The way it ended was a shock to all of us, and so you definitely think about it during the summer. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, but in another sense you also kind of forget about it, and start looking forward to the season. The past is the past, and you don't want to dwell on it too much. You want to remember the hurt and the sting it felt and let that drive you, but you're not sitting there moping all summer. So you let it go and you get back to training and looking forward to getting back into it.
We ran into a buzzsaw team that just seemed like destined to win. They were playing so good. So you tip your cap to them, but at the same time, a little motivation for next year.
Now, next year has arrived, and the Capitals have quickly transitioned from what could have been to what they hope will be. For 22-year-old Nathan Walker, those hopes are nothing new.
Just hoping to come into camp in good shape, and I felt pretty good during the off-ice testing yesterday. We still got that skate test today, so just just trying to get the right mindset for that and get through that, and hopefully do well in that.
Like many of the players in camp, Walker is chasing the dream of reaching hockey's biggest stage. But his story is far from typical, as he looks to become the first Australian player to play a regular season NHL game.
Going up.
Going up.
Listed at 5'9", Walker knows that he is going to have to outwork his competition in camp to land on the Capitals roster. Before lacing up the skates, Walker and his teammates begin their day in the weight room, a daily discipline that has become part of the routine. The business of training camp is understood. The expectations are crystal clear. But for many of the veterans on this year's team, the best part of camp is just getting the group back together.
The best part of training camp is probably just seeing the guys, because the training camp itself is pretty challenging. So I think everybody will probably agree with me there. It's being back with the boys and joking around and being on the ice and making plays, having fun, and all complaining about how hard it is. And it's fun stuff. I mean, we like to joke around, but it's necessary. And yeah, I just enjoy being back at the rink.
My favorite part of training camp is it's just getting back around the guys. Getting back into the groove. You get down to into August. you're starting to get sick of working out all the time, and you're skating 5 days a week, but it's, you're playing pickup hockey. You just kind of want to get into it, get back, and start to compete again, and do the things that we love doing. I know one of the things I love most about playing a game for a living is we've had such a great group, on and off the ice. Whether it was when I first came in the league in Hershey or being up here the last couple of years. So, I think that's what makes it the most fun, and that's the reason why I really enjoy coming to the rink every day. Really a good, heartfelt group that really, cares deeply about each other and cares about how we do, off the ice as much as we do on the ice.
There are 56 players to start camp, but at its core, this year's team is almost identical to last year's squad. There was no roster overhaul, no coaching changes. This is the team that management believes in. For the veterans, this is the time to shake off the rust of the off-season. For the youngsters, it's an opportunity to make a name for themselves. And for the few new faces, it's a chance to show that perhaps they are the missing piece this organization has needed to reach the ultimate goal.
On aura un 2 contre 1. Alors, Schmidt-Pelly. Alors, tir et le but!
Over the summer, the Capitals traded for Montreal center Lars Eller, giving up 2 second-round draft picks. A hefty price to pay, but the Capitals hope that as he enters his 8th season, Eller has found a home where he can showcase his considerable offensive skills.
My mindset the first time I stepped into the building and stepped onto the ice here, I just wanted to get comfortable with everything. I wanted to get comfortable with my teammates, with the system, with the trainers, with the the management, coaches, everybody around. So try to talk to a lot of people. And going on the ice, just do the same thing you always do. Give your best effort, play, how to play the game.
We're on the other side? We're on the other side?
Tie them loose.
Yeah, they're going to be on for a while today.
They're going to be on for a good solid 9:30 till 2 probably.
It's a good session. Be a good day to break some new ones in.
Yeah.
The guys will be out there skating around for 15 minutes before they get started, all jacked up, huh?
Yeah, at one end because Mitch has got the goalies at the other.
In addition to the standard being established and discussed heavily was the idea of what this camp really represents, and it represents an opportunity. And many of the players have been in situations where they're told there's an opportunity, and maybe it goes away as camp goes on, or doesn't really necessarily come true for them. But this is an opportunity for every single guy in our room. There's not one guy that when I spoke to them in that opening meeting that I was not addressing personally when I was talking.
Another new face is forward Brett Connolly. A member of the Boston Bruins last season, he's hoping to make this team and show why he was the number 6 overall pick in 2010. Connolly will be part of a fierce competition for one of the final available forward spots.
He's got good size, he's got good hands, he's got the ability to score, make plays. I think he has the ability to play with good players. I don't want to necessarily put pressure on him to, you have to produce offensively. We're just going to let him find his way and try and fulfill his potential.
Potential. Perhaps no team in the NHL is loaded with more potential than the Capitals. Over the last 2 seasons, the Caps have won more games than any other team in the league. And with 56 wins last year, the franchise brought home their 2nd ever President's Trophy. That success wouldn't be possible without the willingness to put in the hard work and attention to detail, all qualities that come to the forefront during the rigorous training camp.
All right, yesterday we talked about the standard. Obviously, you can't get into every detail in a meeting like that, but one of the things that's a difference maker for our team, is how we practice. The drills are all set up for a reason and for a purpose. You're going to do every single drill that you do on the ice. Okay, you'll be explained why you're doing that drill. Okay, you should have seen video of all these drills. Every day you'll be able to see video of the drills in the weight room. Okay, so you know exactly what's going on when you get out here. So what's going to happen is you go down 2-0, you take your shot. After you take your shot, you stop, you wait for the whistle. Okay, when the whistle is blown, now these next two guys leave and they go down 2-0. Okay, not rocket science, these two drills. Okay, this is meant to get our speed and timing going again, get us back in the swing of things. This one is to get the summer swing out of there. Let's be sharp here. Let's go. Yep, here we go.
Come on, Scotty! Yeah! Woo!
This one's the veranda drill.
Yeah!
Don't hit me!
Oh, yeah, right, V-Tech!
Yeah!
2-0 shot track, 2-0, 4 corners.
Training camps these days, you're expected to come in great shape, and they really push us. So the legs will definitely be tired. It's a grueling test, and it's not meant to be easy.
Dan.
I am most fearful about hockey practice is not knowing a drill, like getting to the front of the line and just deer in headlights. It's like, oh no, I don't know what's going on.
So it's the second part. These two guys come here. Yeah. Regroup, and then the third part is what?
So one of the things that I try and do is at least pull a couple guys aside and I always try and make it easier on the D. If we can somehow make it where the D, that we help out each other.
Let that guy stand out there. He's not going to get into you tight there. So be patient there. That's good. Yeah, track it. Attaboy.
The old 3 guys in line routine.
When Capital Gains continues, the Caps have turned to the greatest of all time for inspiration and a motto which they hope will push them to the championship level. Plus, a behind-the-scenes look as the coaches trim down their roster.
We're going to send you back to junior.